Okay, well. So, hi. Um, so this is gonna be something different. Basically, what I have here is a entire new PC. And I know I haven't streamed in the last 2 days despite wanting to. I was just, just too tired to be completely honest. And so I finally got all my things for PC, for my work PC that's gonna go to the office when I move to the office. And instead of just deciding, oh, I'm gonna build this at the office or in my free time, I decided to, why not stream it? Maybe somebody's interested in it. And this kind of gives me like a good feeling of, I don't know, just trying something different. Like this is not gonna happen often. It's like a once in a few years thing, but yeah, it's still related to something, to art, and it's related to what I do, and yeah, I got nothing to add. I've been waiting for this for about a week. It's supposed to come yesterday, but I officially got my diploma. So yeah, I finished last year, but now officially this is officially the end of my schools related stuff. So yeah, that's my second diploma in arts. Now we're just gonna build a PC because that is always fun to do. And just doing it alone is kind of like, yeah, I kind of like streaming these kind of stupid things. But let's just get it more into frame. Yeah, that's great. That's great next to the fridge. Yeah, and it really helps that I'm on the floor because it sure screams quality, doesn't it now? Okie dokie. So, let's do an overview of whatever this is. Let's start with the heavy thing. Yeah, sure it is. So, monitors. This is a 27-inch Dell 1440 ultra sharp. Nothing special, just a really good mid-range monitor. I got two, which are gonna go into the office. Basically, why I got them was because, well, I wanted this just a general good, okay monitor. I was thinking about the 4K version, but it would cost me one was 360, and I got two of these. But one 4K would be around 500 or 550 or 600 euros. So what is it? Almost double. Let's say a good half, third math. And there's not really a good reason for it. So I just went with the 1440p because the UI scaling and everything, it's not going to be any different. I'm not going to have more space with a 4K than a 1440p monitor. And this is just bang for buck good. But when I'm going to upgrade my own personal work, my own personal computer, I might go 4040, but I mean 4K just because. But yeah, for the time being, this monitor is totally fine. My phone just did a thing. Let's see, did I miss anything? Also, my camera is over there, which used to be over there, but there's my regular monitor I'm checking, and that's my chat screen. So, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of acrobatics. So, let's see. So, as I said, I got two of these monitors. Now let's get with the least exciting things. Windows. I got an English version instead of Slovenian, because, well, granted you can download language packs and so on and so forth, but honestly, it's a bit of a hassle. Like, it's not that simple. It's not as easy as I wish it could be, but so I just stay with this at home. But for this one, I'm gonna just like use a straight up English version, because all the tutorials, all the instructions, all the help is in English, and when you have to translate things, it's kind of an issue. It's not just done. So this is an unexpected cost that I didn't think about, much like Office. Well, actually buying Office, got a license, and Adobe. So let's do RAM. These are 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance LPX. Basically, I just like the cooler design. Everything else is mostly the same on all RAM sticks. DDR4, 3333. You can tell I don't use the th sound, or we don't use that the sound in Slovenia that much. But yeah, just run-of-the-mill memory Corsair. I think I had Corsair memory in the last 3 of this is going to be the 3rd machine that I have Corsair. It's so far so good. Hard drives or SSDs. I got a Samsung Evo, so it's like not the Pro or not the QV something. It's like it's all-around good hard drive, SSD drive. I got a 1 terabyte drive because well, my files usually take about a few gigs per project. So if it's 2 gigs, I have like about what 400 projects to do. But I'm gonna build an NAS later on, so this is just a good thing to have. I think even when the computer will be out of date or when I sell it in 2 years, because I'm planning on making a newer computer every 2 to 3 years, just like stay fresh and well, be current and speed and everything. I might take this with me. I might sell this on. Somebody's gonna be happy with this for half the price. And honestly, that's I think is the fastest way to get rid of something you used for 2 years and it's still 1 year in warranty. Like all this has 3 years of warranty. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what will happen in 2 years. This is actually something I'm excited about. This is a power supply. It is a Corsair TX650M modular. It's very heavy. And I'm excited because the last power supply I bought, well, I bought one for my brother like 2 years ago. It's like something cheapo to get it working, the computer working, but the last power supply that I bought to really last is something that is still in the machine. It is about 8 to 9 years old at this point. It is a AX850 Corsair, so 850 watts, and I bought it for I think 250 or 300 euros because it had a 10-year warranty. Well, the previous 2 power supplies I bought were like LC550s for 40 euros each, so but they each died after exactly 1 year. So I was like, just chuck a bunch of money, and right now that power supply is what, like 30 euros a year, which is already better than the 2 ones I previously bought. Yeah, this one's modular, so semi? Yeah, it's semi-modular. I hope it's gonna be enough. Yeah, it's gonna be enough. If it's not, I'll just send it back and get a new one. Or I'll sell it forward. I don't know. We'll see. So let's just put it on there. So, coolers. This is a CPU cooler, which is a Noctua NH-U12S, and it's a black edition. I bought my first Noctua cooler with my Threadripper machine, and it's about as silent as it gets, and it's about as good as it gets. The only thing I kind of don't like, or like still kind of like, is the beige brown color scheme, which, okay, it's cool. It screens professional, but with the open side panel, like a screen side panel glass panel. Kind of, eh, really it doesn't matter now, but I decided to get a Noctua and let's just have it black because it exists. And I didn't know, but this is an LTT branded thing, so I officially have LTT merch without even knowing about it. Because I just bought it for the colors, but I remember this being a thing, like the in Lannis's videos, which is somebody that I've been watching for a few years now, and I really didn't think he was as big as he actually is. But yeah, Chromax. Now, motherboard. So I got a. It really doesn't matter what kind of motherboard you got. It can be a micro. It can be an ITX to a full ATX or extended ATX. I just got a Prime B40 450 Plus Asus for the sole reason because it is the same brand that, well, basically they use at our office, or at least, or I think, or I bought. Honestly, couldn't tell. Like, I have the same kind of motherboard, like Asus brand, whatever, that I use for my GPU. So I don't know where I got the box from. I just know I have it, and it was for a reason. But yeah, I just bought an ATX or MATX because maybe I'll want to expand, like to GPUs or a sound card or something stupid like it. So since it's for work and also for RAM slots, everything else is basically the exact same. And it's a Ryzen motherboard, which means a Ryzen processor. Yeah. I like that it doesn't say which processor it actually is straight up on the box. You have to like tilt it. And it says it's a 3700X. I don't know when this came out, like maybe a few months ago, but with Black Friday, or here we have like a whole week of Black Friday, just deals. And with the 39 and 3950X dropping, it kind of dropped a little bit in price. And honestly, it's kind of like the bang for the buck thing. I was like, yeah, let's just go with this. It's better than the Threadripper I have currently. Honestly, it's kind of weird that after a year that I have the 1920X, 1950X 16-core Threadripper. It's already out of date. Granted, I got it at a really low price with the motherboard and the CPU itself. Somebody bought it tax-free as a company, like 500 or 550. So I think I'm in like the same range price per performance. But yeah, if I decide to get a new machine, I think this actually might replace the machine that I have currently. But Threadripper is such like powerhouse, so who would want it? I honestly don't know. But if I would sell Threadripper, I would like sell the cooler board, but I have no I/O shield, which people apparently really are touchy about, which is kind of weird to me. But now, where is this gonna go to? You've seen it. It's an NZXT case or Next case, and it's the H510 regular. It's not a super or elite or whatever. It's just a run-of-the-mill, good-looking case, and I really like NZXT stuff. Like their old stuff was okay, cool, like it was screaming cool, but this I think is just elegant and clean, and that's why I bought it. Like even they sell it for like $60 or $70 dollars at the US Amazon or whatever. But when you get it to here, it's like 100 and something, 120. So even though it's the second cheapest case, it's still way expensive. But again, it comes with the territory. I might as well sell it forward because, well, if you want to sell something, you're gonna sell it like together. But hey, maybe I'll reuse it. Because the previous one that has, I think, a 340 Elite and it's just because of the design. Nothing else, no real features. Like, to me, they're both the same stupid case. So yeah, this is the part where I always kind of like fiddle because I don't know where to start. Either start with the case unboxing, just like get my greasy little fingers on it, or start with the motherboard and everything else. Speaking about motherboard, do you have thermal goop? I hope I do. Let me just check. So, we got this little bag of Corsair stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I should have some thermal compound here. But I know I bought some last year for the Threadripper. Ah. There you go. Arctic. And Akasa. I honestly don't know which one is newer because they're both in this. But seeing as this one is almost empty. Actually, it is empty. It's literally on the brim. So I guess I used that up a few times, but this one's still full. So this one must be the newer one. And it's just thermal goop. It's nothing special. Just gotta turn off the heater. Okay, cool. So, also got a random mishmash of cables here, much like everybody. Like zip ties, a bunch of screws, cables. I don't know. Is a SATA cable a SATA cable? Like, even though it's made like 10 years ago or now, is it still the same cable? So, to be safe, I'm gonna put this to the side. And if I figure out that it's basically not the same cable, it would pretty much explain why some of the things in my computer were slowing down, like why the drives are not as fast, but honestly it's so not problematic that it's not an issue. So, let's see. Any messages? No. So, for the work environment, I think I'm gonna use my monitors because they're like a really cool bench. Yeah, this is glorious entertainment. This is entertainment at its finest. So it's gonna be here. Windows. Click off. Yeah, let's start with the motherboard. Also, note I should be working right now, but because I'm not, I'm going to be working the entire rest of the day, which is beautiful. Freelancing is wonderful. So, we got a frisbee. The only useful things are the manuals, because we're gonna have to know where to put which header, whatnot. Hey, Netherways! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Things are a bit different today. We're building a computer. Oh, glorious. I don't know, I really enjoy building computers, especially when I get to play with them. But this is gonna stay unused for a few weeks, if not a month or something. Is this like a completely new PC with a new case and stuff? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is all brand new, like stuff all inside the box. And I've explained what all the components are already. before. But luckily, I uploaded all the streams for the last 2 months to the YouTube channel that is in the description in Twitch. It still doesn't have a real URL name. Just have to get 100 subscribers to that. But basically, all my previous things, the kitchen, the lighthouse, and the laser gun that I'm doing now are uploaded. The laser gun, I think, is still processing the first video, which YouTube is like fucking amazing. If you upload a series of videos, let's say 10 or whatever, to YouTube, and just in a specific order, like from 1 to 10, like I did, and there's a lot of videos, there was like 30. When it finished uploading, I was like, okay, cool, I'll just upload, save everything, it's gonna be fine. And the uploads, they're like mishmashed together, like, what the hell? So now I think the uploads, the way they're uploaded, just like mishmashed a bit, but I compiled playlists, named them, so it goes from 1 to whatever, the final one, and I'll just keep adding to those. And the next stream tomorrow, and after tomorrow, and after that, it's gonna be laser gun. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So now, RAM. Let's put the RAM in. Also, this is just a one-time thing that I'm streaming, because I can do it on my own, like alone. But it just, I felt like streaming it, because I saw a lot of PC builds on Twitch, like building streams, and it just felt like, okay, most of you don't know what you're doing, or you're way too professional, so there's gotta be like somebody in between. So let's see. RAM. Safe package notice, sure. Clean the motherboard with water. Beautiful. So, I gotta figure out which RAM slots to put this in, because it's dual channel, but actually they said like to the farthest. It should be in the farthest ones. Oh, these instructions are shit. No, I'm streaming from my camera that I use to stream regularly. I just moved it from there to there. It's literally on my case. Yeah, that could have been a good idea. Well, to be honest, I kind of don't care, because it's just a one-time thing, and well, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Let's do this. Let's see. How do you do this? Science and technology. Done. Cool. Okie dokie. So. No. There it is. So basically, let's see. Yeah, you're probably right. It's literally just me not caring, because I'm doing this for myself, because I enjoy doing this. But I do understand that I have to kind of build an audience sooner or later. But for me, it's, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just enjoy doing these things. But I understand that some part of marketing is a must. But it's the thing that, like, that's visual people don't like. They're like, yeah, if something is good, it's gonna get its following. Yeah, but it might be faster if you like use a little bit of marketing. Also, is the audio good? Because my mic is still in the same place that it usually is. Some people do 3D art for their games, really, and huh. Well, that's interesting. I mean, when everybody is browsing, music is louder than the voice. Hmm. Actually, let's try something. So my mic is actually bunched up a bit. Fucking zip ties. I don't know why I'm so lazy, but it's just an issue of the mic literally having like 5 meters of cabling that I zipped together. So come on, there you go, boy, there you go. How did this happen? Hello? Test, is it working? I literally just dropped the mic. That wasn't pretty. Oh, is the music still loud? That is interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that it is working. But yeah, look at all this cable that I got. But yeah, that was a loud thud. Okay, goody. Let's put the mic here. Now it's professional. What do you mean? I lowered the overall desktop sound, so it should be a lot quieter. I'm basically just moving it next to me, so it's kind of like on stream. Okay, cool. Where's it? Oh, here's a ramp. I wonder if there's gonna be somebody else that's gonna come here because now I'm in technology and I have the 3D tutorial educational tags still. Okay. Okie dokie. I think this is the first time that I'm actually using... Oh, okay, yeah, there is a delay. Yeah, sometimes I forget. I think I said like 0 delay, but... On that topic, I think this is the first time I'm actually using a motherboard box to build the PC on. Because usually I just like, literally first thing I do is put it on the case. And, yeah. Just put it in the case and just go with it. Let's see something. So increase the music of the desktop audio a bit, just to see how it sounds. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the Twitch stream, but I forget because like have my own straight up view in front of me and the Twitch over there. Okay, whatever. Box. Actually. I have recycling here, so literal paper. Specification updates for the motherboard. This is useless. Oh well. Let's get a graphics card. As I said, the previous motherboard, basically the same thing. Now, for the graphics card, I'm actually going to use my old 1060 6 gig, which I wanted to sell the last half year, but I didn't or couldn't. Because in like a few months ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I bought a 1078 gig because of the 8 gigs, and it's a slight upgrade. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna sell this for like 150, and I bought that thing for like 180 from a friend, despite those being more expensive. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sell this. It turns out it's mighty helpful, because well, I'm gonna be doing basically just a little bit of baking, and it's gonna help with the test renders. And I don't really do that much graphic intensive work. So yeah, it's actually come in very, very handy. So now you gotta figure out which slot to put in the GPU. If it's the top or if it's the bottom. It's the bottom. This is so weird, like the top is PCI X 16.1, minus 62, wait. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's still in the other case, it's still in the main computer. And it's being used because that's the GPU I stream with, I play games with. So it kinda should be the better one. And that's about it. But when the money starts rolling in, like serious money, I will probably take the 1070 out of it and put it in this workstation. And just, or something like it. So I can just have like faster renders at work. And here I'm just gonna get like 2070 or 2060 Super, whatever. Or just get matching GPUs. I don't know. We'll see. I literally have no idea of how things are gonna go. It's all new to me. Having 2 computers, like, that is unfathomable. Because I basically spent most, if not all, my money that I'm gonna have, so yeah. The next if there wasn't a paycheck in this that I have guaranteed, I probably wouldn't have done this. Let's remove the GPU, because let's put this in last, because there's all the other bunch of stuff that is going to be needed. Let's put in the CPU. So box. I literally have zero respect for this. Hey Solex, yes, new PC build. The workstation that is not going to be used for streaming, just work. Yay. Anything here? Box. Useless. I love that you can fold them like this, is so beautiful. And the thing we want. Yep, it's a Ryzen 3700X. So mid-range, basically good for everything. And I got stickers, and I'm not a fan of stickers. Like, I don't know what to do with fucking stickers. Oh shit! I forgot AMD still has pins. So far, the first computer I built with an AMD, I put it in a certain way, everything cooler on, but then I noticed that the cooler was on wrong, so I wanted to flip it over and I couldn't, and then it literally stuck to the CPU, and I had to yank it out. And when I yanked it out, my new CPU got bent pins, and I had to manually bend them back. That was fun, and that happened to my brother's first computer as well, but he got thermal goop all over the pins. Luckily, the Threadripper had no problem. So will you hook the two together and render on the new separate PCs? Right? No, this is going to be purely my work PC at the office on the other side of town. They're not going to see each other, touch each other in any way, except maybe through a NAS, like an online NAS. Because the one thing, well, why this? Yeah, bent pins are fun. Now, why I'm doing this is because, well, I've quit my job basically now 2 months ago, and I quit it without having a backup plan. So I just started sending out messages for work and for freelance, and I didn't start working until last week, or 2 weeks ago now, on the 11th of 11th. Now, what that means is I've been home doing nothing but just streaming, playing games, and relaxing for about 40 days. Literally just enjoying myself. And it was starting to wear down on me, which is why I started doubling down on streaming, like streaming 6 to 8 hours per day, which is why I got so much stuff done. And now that I'm a freelancer, I started working from home, but it's a bit agonizing to be at home the second month, sleeping over there, moving literally 2 meters to here, working the entire day on this chair, going to the bathroom. Like, I'm literally just walking about 10 meters distance, and I've got everything I need. And then after it's all done, back to bed. And it started to weigh down on me, so I decided to Google up, like, to just search for an office. And I now understand why it's such a problem of working from home. Like, it is fun, but you need dedication, you need what is it called, work ethics, and so on and so forth, which are things that I don't have. And what I realized is I like a schedule, or at least I like an area where I do specific work, and that's it. Because like at home, I stream, I have fun, this is my cooldown space. But if my cooldown space is the same as my workspace, then it becomes a problem. It's not a cooldown at all. And I could have worked today already for like 5 hours, 4 hours. I didn't. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of working in the next week, because I have to finish it in a week and a half or 2. And it's just a downside. Now, this makes things more expensive, like the office plus a computer. Like, this cost me about 1,700 euros ish without a new GPU, plus an office, 90 euros. And then, just as a company, I have 400 euros in taxes, pension, healthcare, and so on. So basically, for my minimum cost of living from 800 euros, it spiked up to 1,300-ish. 1,200, 300-ish. So I cannot go below that amount of money even if I tried. Like, I literally physically can't. So I decided, let's just go all in. Let's go for broke, find an office, and if push comes to shove, I can always sell this. Like, I might lose, 10% of it, but I'm gonna gain back most of it. I might lose like 200 euros, but if money becomes a problem, sell it and just adapt. The definition of other side of town is different. Like, this is Ljubljana. It is a very small city. Like, it literally takes me 20 minutes to cycle from this side of the town to my office, and it's basically just a straight line to most of it. So 20 minutes by bike. That is not far. That is not that much. Like, it's a small city. It's 250,000 people. Granted, the city stretches out a bit wider, but the area that I consider the city and the most people consider to be a city is within those areas. But now let's just put in the CPU. How the fuck do you put it in? Huh. Huh. Let's see. Oh, actually, it's like this. Intel has this figured out a bit better. Okay, so it's this way. Can it go another way? Just want to make sure. Nope. You got it right the first time. Okay, cool. It's in. Cool. It's surprisingly not that intense as much as it is on the Intel ones. It's like, you gotta jam it down, like squish it. So, just, GPU is gonna be on the floor. I don't care. What is this cooler? Is there anything else that I need here? Now, I've heard good things about this new cooler of AMD, and it's supposedly... Actually, this is pretty fucking beefy. This is actually a legit cooler. Holy shit, it's not just a trash can, like... And it's got RGB. Part of me wants to use this, but the other part of me knows that... Well... There's a reason aftermarket coolers exist. This is good, but I trust Noctua a bit more with these things. Well, let's get it back in the box. You think that was a Noctua or something? Yeah, you would think that. Luckily I have one. And it's LTT branded. LTTstore.com. So, should I... Yeah, I think I should do the cooler now. Actually, let's do the IO shield first. Where did I put the IO shield? Yeah, that was the default cooler. Like, it's nice and beefy now. It's way bigger than it used to be. Because, you know, I've been on 2 generations of Intel, like the Athlon 64 and the Phenom 9850X Black. Where is the freaking motherboard? Oh. Don't tell me I misplaced it. That is impressive. That is impressive. How? This is gonna be the second PC that doesn't have an IO shield. Well, CPU. This isn't funny. Oh wait, I had it like this. There it is. Oh. They told me, like the first thing people told me about my Threadripper was, I don't have an IO shield. That's gonna drop its value, people want IO shields. Why? It just is. I honestly don't care. There's a bit of airflow loss, but really mostly I don't care. This is just a plain one. I thought it was gonna be more fancy. Oh. Well, Actually, no, that has to go on the case. Does it go like that? I honestly don't know. I haven't put an IO shield in quite a long time. No, I'm guessing it really has to go. Yeah, it goes case first. How the fuck do some of these things go in? Oh well, we'll figure that out later. It's gonna be on a obvious area. Yeah, it just somehow feels like a hassle, because like you get a motherboard nicely in, it's like, oh cool. Then you put an IO shield in, and it just doesn't want to do it, just like scratches and shit and all these knives. Yeah, let's get the cooler on. Oh, it's not a small cooler. How could I have missed it? Now, granted, I have another Nocto cooler that I got with the case previously, but problem was it was a 14 centimeter one and it was too big. So I had to buy a new one, and I still didn't sell the old one, which says a lot about me. And oh boy, this is actually huge. Check before you screen the screws. Yes, I will. Check what? The cooler? It's fine because I bought the smaller one. I intentionally bought the 12 centimeter one. But yeah, it's... Yeah, the AMD original one looks better than this, but it's got like 10 heat pipes. Yeah, I'll do that later on. Don't worry. Now, this is literally a mirror. It's literally so reflective, but this is the first time that I haven't seen it being copper. Unless it's anodized or whatever. Now the good thing about this is I can literally take off the cooler itself and just plump it on later. But honestly, I think it's fine. Okay, so here is the thingamajig. Ooh. Which direction does it go? Okay, I think the first time I installed it on my case like this, but it should be like this because its intake, it's like pushing air through it. Well, just looking at the case like it's going to the back, so it's gonna go like this. Oh, it's all black, so beautiful. And it's gonna have like pink lighting and shit, despite literally 0 RGB. So, you have to add any standoffs. How do you attach this? Oh, wait. Oh. This is one piece. Oh shit, this is really cool paper craft. I love it. And the trash. Yes, there are. It's just like on the side. I thought I got more thermal. Oh, look, I do have more thermal goop. I think I'm gonna use the Nocto goop, to be completely honest. Actually, I think I have one of these like somewhere, but I just don't know where. Because it has like the old, like beautiful screw-on cap. It's like wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna use this. But first, let's do a few test checks. Yeah, this isn't hand signed. Oh, it's LTT branded. Partnership in the PC industry, blah 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 blah. It's the last one. Blah, 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 blah. It's always had deepest place to Nocto. So Linus Sebastian. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. Oh, these are beautiful. These are beautiful. Wait. Oh. Oh, okay. You got 3 user manuals. 3 user manuals, each for its own CPU carrier. I was like, why do I need 3? I guess I'll just take the AMD one. You even have the orange bumpers, and you got like a set of 2 and LTT holy shit, this is actually cool. This is actually cool. I might actually put stickers on it. Like, this is something I like about Noctua. You have this little piece of paper. It just becomes... Oh, it's small. Let me show you the other Noctua. This is the size of the Noctua for the Threadripper 4 SP3. It's like this. And I love it because you literally can't fuck it up if you just look at it. Okay, so if only this had orange standoffs. Wait, oh no, it doesn't. It just looks like they're orange. It's not visible. It doesn't matter. And you got some more black bumpers. And the biggest fuck off, L wrench? Nah. Oh, it's a Phillips head. It's not a Torex. I might actually need this. Included with the motherboard? Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. You would think I would know how to do this better. You're wrong. Okay, so... Alright, this is the old... this is the original. Alright, so this comes with the AMD original socket like mounting, where you just put it on and use the side clamps and press it down and that's it. It's like so freaking easy. This is beautiful how easy it is. Yeah, screw just on a motherboard, doesn't matter. What mouse and keyboard do you have? Do you plan to take the ones from home? No, actually I have a backup mouse, which is a €10 Genius mouse or Thrustmaster, whatever. It's the previous mouse I had before this one, which is a Logitech G403. It's like the cheapest gaming Logitech mouse they have with the least amount of buttons. Because they don't need side buttons or anything, but this one has them. And they actually came in handy. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the old one and get, again, the cheapest keyboard that is good for me, which is the Logitech K120. They're office brand. Like, I don't care much about keyboards, and I hate clicky keyboards. They're like disgusting for me. So yeah. Most of the people that I know are like, what, you don't like mechanical keyboards? But they're like delicious, they're like so good. No, I just hate the clicky, I hate the travel, I hate the feel. Cause I don't say this, but I have a bit of a twitch. Yeah, I think I have that one. The little mouse. No, correction. The G203 Prodigy, not 403, 203 Prodigy. Now, like I said, I have a bit of a twitch, like my leg is always bouncing, so I either have to twitch something. Fidget spinners and such things don't help me, but when I'm like working or just to try to focus a bit, I sometimes smash my keys, and I like that I just like just go deep in, and that's about it. Or the mouse, like I bumped the side, which is why I don't like side buttons. It's just a thing I did, which is better than when I twitched my eyes and like. I honestly don't know where that came from, but it was probably stress related. Because now it's basically gone. Most of my coughing is literally gone, so I would say it's stress induced twitching. So yeah, it's much nicer these days. Let's see, which bracket exactly do I have to get? Okay, let's see. Metal. Yes, indeed. How? No, it's upside. Are these different colors of standoffs? Literally? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. They do, yeah, just literally one color. So I'll put the white ones back and take the gray ones out. Beautiful. Oopa. So, oh wait. That means the bracket of the motherboard is not attached to the motherboard. Exactly, it's not. It's here. So, this is gonna take a bit of fiddling, but yeah, scratch the backside of the motherboard. Beautiful. I have a Logitech Ultra Flat, and the only downside is that the buttons are not lit, do not glow. Ultra Flat? Oh, a mouse? An Ultra Flat? Or a keyboard? I would guess that's a keyboard. I honestly don't care much about lighting itself. Like, I'm totally satisfied with just there being nothing, despite my computer having the motherboard being RGB. But that's just because that's what the guy selling it had bought. Wait, the screws go top side? Yes, they do. They go top side. Beautiful. Brilliant. Get the screw in by hand. I honestly really liked Logitech as a brand. And always did. I have like all the speakers that I had were and are still are Logitechs. Like have a few flat speakers that are now 4 years old or 4 or 5 years old. They're still good. The previous ones were I think also Logitechs or something like it. Maybe. Yes, they were. They had a subwoofer, which had to remove because our freaking neighbor. All my mice are preferably Logitech. Keyboards Logitech. My camera, it's a Brio. It's a 250 euro camera, so I'm kind of like future ready. Future proofed it to begin with. And I was actually thinking about maybe I could start doing some videos. Like one take videos, minimal editing, but they're probably not gonna be about the actual work I do. They're gonna be something completely different. Because if I did more 3D like videos around it, it would be, I think, obsessive to a degree, and I kind of want to tackle mental health, which is something that I struggled with a lot in my life, especially in the last 2.5 years now. Which is also that I had a talk half a year ago in February about mental health. So I might do something along those lines. Motivation, project, configuration, how to think about going forward, what to do, what to choose, how to go about it. Maybe an introspection of myself also. It's gonna be non-focused, I would assume. So yeah, I still don't know how I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna do it, but the one thing that's gonna be certain is gonna be the minimal amount of editing, which, because I don't like editing anymore. Like, I never did. Best decision I've ever made in terms of PC accessories was getting Bayer Dynamic headphones. Okay, that'd be cool. I'm sure that there are artists that would be interested in that. Yes, there should be, but Bayer Dynamics. Oh, I guess that's a brand, Bayer Dynamics. I wouldn't know. There's a lot of brands I discovered like in the last year, like not Bose, but BO and something something, and Shit Audio and Macintosh, like amplifiers like that. That's weird. What was I thinking about? Brackets. Wait, no, did I fuck up? Indeed, I did fuck up. Have to put the brackets in. Shit, man. Also, I'm thinking about the videos is that there's the topic is the topic or question, whatever, is the title, and the first thing you see, the first 5 minutes, 5 seconds of the video is basically the TLDR of the entire video, which might be 2 minutes, 5, 10 long. But you just want like, oh, you want to click it fast, you have the TLDR. If that interests you, cool. If not, it's not the video for you. Because I really don't intend on pulling people's legs. Inside, okay. Because a lot of times you gotta like wait through the video to see if it's actually interesting. But a lot of time you just don't have the time, or not interested enough, or at least if you knew what it was about, you would be interested. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, first try, nice. Stuck it in, stuck landing, beautiful. Nope, wrong again. There's actually a wrong way to have these things on. And now I understand why what the crunching sound was. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But I think that's part of the design, like why they did what they did, the way they did it. Looking at it, yeah, they thought about it. They knew people would do that. I wonder how fed up with building PCs PC builders actually are. Because I enjoy doing this, but only as a toy. I just gotta open the window, give me a second. It's getting hot! I've thought of making tutorials. The problem is I don't feel comfortable enough actually teaching people directly how to do it the proper way, because I don't know what the proper way is. There is a way that I do it. There are things or approaches that I can elaborate on why I use them. But for the most part, I can't really be specific, like you have to do this because this or because of that. Like certain approaches to things I can, most are already debated on YouTube, but I don't know. I just don't feel like going down the tutorial route because I would make like a few tutorials and then I would just stop. Because making the tutorial, like I did, it's funny. I started off making a few a channel. I want to do a channel called Vector Inside, where I did vector graphic tutorials. I dropped it because I knew I enjoyed doing this because there's no obligation to do anything. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna do a channel called Gaming Inside. And then a year later, Inside Gaming came to market, which was funny. But I did record gameplay, scripts, voiceovers, editing, and everything. And it took a lot. Like, it took an entire day to get something done. And I don't have the time to invest into that. I don't want to invest into that. I know I wouldn't enjoy doing besides the 1-2 projects. And then people would keep asking for more, and I don't want to disappoint, so I'd rather not start than disappoint in the long run. And with streams, it's something that I enjoy doing. I don't make money off it, it's a hobby. I teach people that are interested. I'm not explicitly teaching the entire internet. And as long as it's a hobby, it's fun to do. I enjoy doing it. But once it becomes work, it's probably something I'm gonna stop doing. And also the streams, like I record it, download it, or at least just like upload it to the YouTube channel that I have. No editing whatsoever, just tags, whatever, that's it. Because sometimes you just want like a full-length stream that people enjoy, instead of like a sped-up version. I did also a few pixel art videos, like sped-up versions. But again, those were videos that I made like 5-8 hours of work while I had nothing to do during summer or during college. And they were fun, but I just basically put it into Premiere, 8 hours compressed into 10 minutes, and rendered for about a day. And not having a computer for a day is not what I like. But also, I stopped doing that. It's not something I can continue doing, so now the channel is basically sitting 4 or 5 years without content. But streaming is something I do like. Highlights would be nice, but streaming art, as I do, there's not much that you can highlight. Maybe the microphone falling, that'll be a highlight, like an oopsie. Or if I spill soda all over my shit. But at the same time, I would like to have like a, I don't know, legit channel, which I don't know what to do with content. So probably just highlights bullshit that I do. I don't know, I just don't want to force it. If something comes out of it, it will. If not, it won't. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone can watch a 3-hour video. But it's not the point. The point is, like, if you're interested, you can join the live stream. That's about it. The videos, like the video on demand, like on YouTube, it's kind of like to steer it towards the live stream, not the live stream towards the video. But maybe some people don't have time for the live stream, and then they just like. Personally, what I do is when where it's working, there was always a streamer in the morning when I came to work at like 8, and I watched him till 11. Realistically, I had him like on the secondary monitor, and I just had somebody spew nonsense, like what they did, how they did it, see a little bit of their approach, but mostly I was focusing on work, but also there was chat. We were like just talking, doing bullshit, whatever, and it was fun, and I kind of want to fit that bill of like somebody you see in the morning or in the afternoon or whatever you have time, because you enjoy watching and communicating with them. It is partially about entertainment and partially about education, but I don't want to go straight into one of these things. Like, I want to keep it sincere. Like, if somebody's gonna ask a question, I'm gonna try to educate him. But mostly it's just me working on a thing and seeing throughout all the projects that I do what the troubles are, and also it's a good way to archive how much I've learned, even just in the last 3 years. Like, I've learned a lot. And I might even upload the train cabin series that I did like 4 months ago now, where I really dove into the project I did 2 years ago, and that's like a big thing. There are many highlights, but it just humanizes the project. It humanizes the industry. Not like, oh yeah, I can do anything like 5 minute tutorials. Well, I'll just do a quick sketch, blah 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 blah. I think I show that. I hope that I show that. Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody's just winging it. Nobody knows what they're doing until they did a few versions of them. But rarely do people do the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. And I don't care about the money. Like, a donation is fine. If somebody thinks I helped them with something, like if I spent 5 or 10 minutes explaining something, if they feel like they should donate, really they should donate. I'm not gonna ask people to donate or subscribe or anything, except to the channel, because I need 100 subscribers to rename the URL so it's not like. So I have like my streaming Nick as the name. That's the only thing. Everything else, it's basically just bonus. Also, fun fact, when I get a good schedule for streams going and work, I'm gonna work for free at a college teaching 3D. So it's really not about money, it's about sharing the knowledge. So how much thermal shit do I want on this shit? Come on. And before it just explodes. So a P. So yeah, that's my rant about the things I do. Well, I can always rotate the fan, but... Oh, come on, Noctua. The bottom doesn't have a graphics, the top does. Come on. You could have made that oh, actually, no, it's the cable. Yeah, you could have done that better. You literally could have done that better. Like, there's a graphics here that is white. So weird, but... On the bottom, you see the direction that this is pushing, pulling. Weird. That's like said, do you have a plan with your teaching stuff? Honestly, I'm looking towards this. I'm looking to doing my work, my company 4 times a week, 6 hours a day, if needed more, a little longer. And one day a week, I would like to teach, and that only takes like what, 2 hours, maybe 3 at max. But it's only as a presenter, like as presenting things, not actually one-on-one teaching. Whenever that will be, if that even will be. Because the problem here is teachers here were educated like 12, 15 years ago. And that's the experience they have. They have no current experience. They still use Maya, Max, or whatever. I have Blender, and all their tutorials at the faculty were in Blender, yet nobody is actually teaching with Blender. And I came in 3 years ago, or 4 years ago now, shit, as somebody that taught Blender. As a presenter, I was literally taking over the teacher's courses, just presenting how to do something, what to do it, like in a creative way, not a mathematical. Then I actually had classes once a week where I did one-on-one classes. On top of that, I worked at a bar 4 times a week or 5 times a week, so basically I had 1 day off. It was it was difficult, but it felt great because a lot of people came to me like they knew nothing about 3D, and now they're following a career in 3D in college and even in high school. Like, people didn't know what they want to do, and when somebody just explains them what that is, what it takes, how long it takes, what you need, how it's like, it just motivates them. And I want to motivate people more into the industry. Also warn people about the companies we have here and how to approach said companies or not approach them. It's just a bunch of fine details that take time to figure out. And basically, I'm just trying to be that what I wanted when I was growing up, which is weird considering I never liked studying. I was never good at explaining things, and then I started teaching. How the fuck do I screw in this screw? Oh, my legs! Oh, I've been squatting. Ah. So I guess like this. And now you know why this is so long. Is this the right approach? I honestly don't know. Yeah, you just put this paste on, just mush it. Jiggle it a bit around. Actually, we can check it. Let's check it. Actually, with the checking is how I first bent most of my pins. So I'm not gonna even check it. It's fine. I know it's fine. Because I put enough on. People would say too much. But it's not leaking, so it's totally fine. Oh, it caught on. It caught. Oh, no, 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 no. The cooler's gonna come off. Fuck you, Noctua. Why you make so good stuff? Oh boy. Come on, grab onto it. Is it? It didn't. Ever dipped into game development? Yes, I did. I join almost every game jam there is. I think I missed one global or I think I missed one game jam now and another one recently, but it's because I didn't have time and the people that we usually do these things didn't have time. So, but yeah, I've been in the last 3 years 7 or 8 game jams, so I know how to manage a team very, very well, which is a surprising thing I discovered for myself. Oh, come on, grab on. Oh, fucking shit. Do I have to unscrew this piece of shit? No, this one. It's unscrewed. I wanted to fucking what now? Oh boy. Okay, got one side, so basically I have to push down on it in order to grab it. Oh, this is an interesting mechanic. It's literally springs, so it doesn't over grab it. No goop is going out, so that's a good sign. I'm just gonna push the spring in until it touches the thing. I would say this is good. Because you literally can't over tighten it. There you go, it's stopped. This is a really cool mechanic of doing this. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, Ludum Dare, Global Game Jam. I also did like some game jams organized by companies as hiring mechanics, which was interesting, I'll say. Are those the things where you have however long to make a game with whatever prompt they give you? Yes, exactly. It's usually 3 days, but the jams themselves last for 2 or 48 hours. The last 24 hours are basically for the ones like if you gotta finish something, like finish it after work the next day, or I think some start in the U.S. So basically they start on Friday afternoon, while here it's at 8 on a Friday or even at 2 in the morning. So sometimes we start a little bit earlier, so we have time for it. So it's not usually just 24 hours. Yes, 3 days a week instead of a delivery game. It is stressful and it is fun. Like the first two I did, I think I was remote, or at least the first one I did, I was remote. We did a Fruitful Campaign, which was a political game where you are fruit. Uh, Trump was an orange. Then there was banana, which was OP, and somebody suggested Obama as a coconut, which I was promptly against due to obvious accidental racist remarks. But yes. And then the second one I did was a global game jam, which was in a old factory, which is now an art installation area, and we basically slept there for 3 days, had an entire team, and made a game called Drift Easy. And that's where I started to really figure out how things work, because I saw the programmers in front of me. I said, like, oh, you have to do these features. And just kind of trying to steer programmers from making everything except the main game, which they failed. And then just came game after game after game. We even had like a failed game where a programmer had to leave in 2 hours after starting it. But all in all, I think I make a good leader, because like I put down the rules and okay, let's get the base thing working, and then the additional features. And until the base game is done, we do not go anywhere else, unless it's literally like all art is done. You can go like do UI stuff and everything else. But the programmers have to adhere to the basic rules. Like one does one thing, the other one does the other, and they basically organize themselves. I just tell them what to do and how much time they have to do it. And it just takes people with experience to figure out, hey, I want to do good on this. It's not against you, it's for the best of the team to do it this way. And the last game jam I did, it was like the best and the worst one. The worst was because we couldn't come with the same idea among the team, because one guy came in with an idea already half programmed and was kind of pushing it, and then rebelling against us when he recommended an idea. But literally the game developed smoothly, no bugs, no issues whatsoever. Just the guy was a total ass. It was like the best worst game jam. Like 5 hours, the first 5 hours, just arguing, trying to get things work, and just like smooth sailing. Literally feature full levels, characters, enemies, mechanics, and it's the one game you can't play because it's contractually bound by the company that had the game jam as an art test. So yeah, that was disappointing to say the least. But I still have the files. Come on. 4 pins. 4 pins. Go in. There we go. Do they typically give teams a certain amount of programmers, modelers, or does everyone on the team know a little bit of everything? Usually there's like a call for whatever, basically for everybody. There's a call for programmers, artists, audio, and to some degree now we're starting to use gameplay designers or gameplay designers to try to balance out like not programmers coming up with ideas or artists. But usually you come with what you know and do what you can. And sometimes there's like 80% programmers, 20% artists, and sometimes it's the opposite. So some game jams, the games work but look ugly. The other times the games look beautiful but are non-functional. So it's like a give and take position. But usually the people that are on these game jams, especially in our country of Slovenia, most of the people are inside of the city and are regulars, so we kind of know most of the people. And even though there's some people coming and going, there's always at least half or a fourth of us that know how things are working out, and we kind of like mentor those people. I'm approaching 30, like in a year and a half, so I would assume I'm kind of a senior at this now. I think you could put those in the description under the stream. By the way, the links that are now are not links, just text. I can use them, they're correct, but not clickable. Yeah, I know they're not clickable. Yeah, I'll fix that. What should I put in the stream? Uh, hmm. Um, it's an even, but it can be solo dev versus team of 6 example. Yes. Yeah. Usually we try to. It's not per se like, oh, there has to be like one word, two, or like random people. You can come with a team. You can literally come with a team of people, like 6 programmers. That's totally fine. But most people come there without a team, and we kind of like put ideas on the board. It's like everybody gives ideas, and then we go by raise of hands, and it needs at least a programmer and an artist, or at least a programmer to work on the game, but you want both for the theme to stay. So if something has less than 2 people interested, we just delete it, and then people decide among themselves or via the board which teams they want to join in. It takes a bit of time, let's say 2 to 3 hours, but in this time, like, people get to know each other, you laugh, you drink a little bit, you eat a little bit, and it's just fun. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I probably will, actually. I'll have to update or make my website. I have it all planned out on how it's gonna look and everything available. Actually, let me see. Oh boy, old bones. I have a CD on my ArtStation, but I'm not sure if I have my Game Jam CD. Yeah, I don't have my Game Jam CD on my ArtStation, but it's gonna be on my website when I do it. Also, I think it's my list is currently missing a few games, but yeah, it will be on there when it's gonna be needed. But it's gonna come in due time. Yeah, really cool. Sounds like a nice experience. Yeah, it is. It is nice. In the beginning, it was stressful as fuck, but then you just stopped caring and just enjoy it. It's like, oh, sometimes we gotta do it fast. Calm down, just enjoy it. Learn something. It fails. It's just one of 20,000 games that's gonna be released in the next 30 hours. So it's not really a big deal. What do we need? GPU. Okay, now it's GPU time. Come here, boy. Yeah, I don't need anything else. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Also, another fun part about building the PC like this, since I have nowhere to plug this thing in, I'm basically gonna wait till the day I move into the office to test it out, install everything. So this PC literally might not boot up, and it might not work for a few days. But until then, what am I gonna do? Complain? No. So let's see. Oh, we got spare these things. Let's just put these things inside here. These cute little fucking stickers. They're like so fucking cute. Ooh. Let's take this out. I want to organize everything here before it's too late. Oh, I lost the screw. Oh, found it. So when I want to upgrade my Figma, what the fuck, it's gonna be very easy to upgrade it, and not like, oh, where's this, where's that, oh, how do I do this, normally, just open box, take stuff out, done. I'll even include an old, not a Molex, oh, it's a connector, low noise adapter. Low noise adapter. It's literally just a cable that goes from a female to a male connector, and that's a low noise adapter. Huh. Okay. That's good to know. Thermal goop. Yep. Where this came with the motherboard. Okay, cool. LTTstore.com. Look, it's totally flat. There's not a bulge here. It's fine. It came like that. So more stickers. What else? Basically, this is it. Now it's time to take out the case. Luckily, I got a screwdriver. How long were we streaming for already? Oh, an hour and a half. Exactly. Oh, cool. I thought it'd be either faster, but if it's a 3-hour stream, it's a 3-hour stream. Nope, haven't missed anything on Facebook. This thing goes here. Let's unbox it a bit back. So, I know my room is wonderful. Like, oh, what is this random dish here? Or like, why is that there? Or I just have a small room. Actually, the kitchen is outside, but there's no space. When does PC building go as planned? That's a good question. When you buy a pre-built. And you just have to upgrade the RAM and disk. But then sometimes the RAM doesn't match. Now, how many PCs have I built, honestly? I think this is my 6th PC. It's basically just like Lego blocks. Does the thing go in the thing? Yes, no, okay, cool, that's it. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, so now the case. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Ooh. Oh, it's opposite. I was sure I was being correct, but apparently I wasn't. Well, this is annoying. The on-off button is here, while on my previous one, or current one, it's also there. Never mind, I thought it was supposed to be on this side. Ooh, it's a different material, is it? It's slightly different. It's a bit more robust, less fingerprinty, but maximum dust retention, which I guess is a feature. So, I guess I should show off the case. Oh wait, the glass is not full side panel. Now my current one is a full side panel and everything else is inside of it and covered up, except the back side. Now the difference here is, this one here apparently has like this grill. On the bottom, let me see, it has a front mesh and a back mesh, and something is adjustable here, which I don't know what. Oh, hard drive bay. Okay. I wonder if my front panel has a air filter, which I guess would have. But this side has a nice little glass panel, and that's about it. Nothing more to say about this thing, honestly. So Now, as you can see, it's a cheap case because, or cheaper. It's still 120 euros, I think. Actually, no, it has. Oh wait. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It actually opens up like a door. That is actually pretty good. I didn't know that. I've literally seen 0 reviews about this case. I just saw like, oh, design good, perfect, I'll take it. And how much wider, bigger, whatever it is. Let's see. It's, I think, a centimeter smaller than my current case. And that's about it. Lunch break. Gotta have a Raffaello. Delicious. Okay. Now, I opened the back because I'm gonna install the drive here, so it's not on the visible on the inside. And that's about it. Also, the difference is the other one over there. I think it's flat, like it's literally cut off. Like it's an entire back plate covered. And it makes cable management a little bit harder, which is obvious because it's an older design, but I think when I bought it was an older design, but it was just leftover stock. But this is actually very, very spacious. Huh, interesting. Also nice little box of something. I think it's the RGB controllers and shit. Oh boy! Let's see. Oh, zip ties, audio jack splitters. Wait, so this thing has mic in and out, like a phone? Oh, there is. It's only one jacked on top. Okay, cool. So I can literally have a Skype conversation with a headset that has like split cables. I mean, I don't have those, but when I'm gonna be in the office, I'll probably have them. So, everything's just black. It literally just fades into obscurity. So this is the Samsung Evo. How do you open this shit out here? Made in China. Production date 2019 7 of 10. Is it July 10th or October 7th? Whichever it was, it's not important. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Oh, wait a second. What's the warranty on this shit? Five. So far everything in this build is 3 years warranty. Which is good. Okay, here's a question. Why do you need the guide manual to be sellotaped together? Why? Like literally why? What possible explanation do you have for this? Also, it's an SSD. Download Samsung Magician in 6 languages. Anything else important I don't need to do? Nope. It's a drive. It's literally just plug in. It's the easiest thing to work with these days. Since there are no slaves and masters configurations, literally just plug it and use it. And it's so light. Like I have, I think, 2 Kingston drives and a WD blue. And it feels a lot like a Kingston. Just expect these things to be a lot heavier. They're just hollow. They're literally just hollow. So let's see these things. My expectations are ruined, or something. Hum. Okay, so these are all the fan things. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot I had fans on this one. The other one. This one has no front fans. Okay. It has Velcro. Oh, this is beautiful. Linus would love this. Now, how the fuck do I... Oh. Well, I have to screw out the things to screw in the things. This is the hard part of keys building. Now, this came with a lot of stuff. So, I was gonna say like, oh, I'll have to use the screws I have from previous builds to use in making this build, but no. There's so many screws, like so 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of screws. I think it's the M3 flat ×5 flats, not hexagons because they look a bit high. I think they're like separate for like motherboard GPU. And what is this? I'm gonna need a manual for this, just to make sure. Yes. Which screws I used to put in the drive? I know it doesn't matter to some point, but the other one it does. What the hell do you want? Oh! Oh, so that's why the thing... With all these cases, there's like a certain latch on the side where I wasn't quite sure why they were there. It's so you can put your GPU in a side-mounted position, like, or upright. That's cool. Is there a hard drive bay? Yes, there is. Do I need it? No, I don't. I could, but I literally don't. Where's the... Yeah, there's literally no light here. I hope this is the drive bay. Yes, it is. There's nothing else here. I'll use that space for cable management. Also, it's not visual from the front, so much like my other case. God, NZXT does these things well. Probably gonna use these screws for this, for the drive mounting. And of course, these things were screwed in so nicely. It chipped a bit of the paint off, which of course it's expected. Like, come on, don't be shy. Don't be fucking shy. Come on, last screw. Literally the last screw and you're screwing with me. Got him. Look at this dinosaur. It's very interesting that so little PC cases have handles, that this is not a default feature. Actually, to a certain degree, I'm not surprised, because LAN parties are not a real thing anymore. But game jams are. I honestly don't have a good answer for that. Like, the new Mac Pro has handles, but I think that's one of those machines you wouldn't want to move around, while my previous small ITX size PC that I had, I moved a lot of times. And even this one, like the ATX one I moved a whole fucking ton. But I think it just doesn't fit in the design. Like, they just become big and unwieldy. Because the top is... Well, they would have to rethink the structures of the case themselves. But if you're moving that much, I think you're gonna get either a small case or a expensive one. So yeah. When you clean your piece to remove the dust, you have to lift the case. Well, I think it's a nice to have, not a must have. It makes things easier, but I don't know. It's one of those things, like, it's just one of those things. Depends on the person, depends on the use case, but also depends on the price. What I would love is if you can have a modular case, as in you have the shell, but how the inside is redistributed depends on you. Like, you just buy a box, and then you can slide in the motherboard tray and everything else, much like you did on the old G5 Max, I think. Or one of those. Like, those were, they're like easy to fix, to clean, to open up and do whatever you want. And it was actually practical. Granted, the cases were huge, but they were good. But I'm sure that somebody is thinking about making like these modular cases. It's just a question of, is there a need for that? So which one of these screws is like small? These are like too big. And 3 flat, I'll try this one. But yeah, I actually had a few ideas for case designs. The problem is I don't know much about them, and I'm not as interested in making one, but I probably could. Yeah, that's the right one. As in modular cases and whatnot, or how to approach them. But it's becoming quite popular. It's almost like, I think the case design area or manufacturing area, whatever you want to call it, is starting much like the craft brewery area. Like, you got a problem, fix it, and you probably have enough people that are interested in said case. But the problem is, a craft beer can sell like one to the same person every week. You sell one case, so it's going to be a lot more expensive because they don't build PCs every day, every week, or even every year. Ah, there you go. 4 to go. So how long do you guys usually have your PCs? Like, mine usually last around 4 years. And I think the longest one lasted was like 5. And that was a non-functioning, like literally nothing worked. It was literally just on Newgrounds most of the time. Or just some messenger. MSN. Ooh, boy. Never was into MySpace, to be honest. No. Get back. Like, my PCs usually last, like I said, 4 years-ish. Yeah, 4 years. Basically 4 years. And it's everything mid-range, like bang for buck. Not overkill. Yeah. But I think I'm in the minority of in some case. Because I know a lot just go overboard completely, but a lot just don't put enough. They rather upgrade every 2 years or something like it, which to me sounds like, I don't know, waste. I like making a computer and not thinking about it at all. Like, it works until it doesn't, until it's out of date. Which, yeah, 4 to 5. I think that's like a comfortable amount of time. Although these last few years with Intel doing basically nothing, it was a little bit easier to prolong that and maybe just get a new graphics card and some more RAM, and that's about it. But holy shit, AMD, our saving grace. As I said, my first PC was an AMD one, and then I think it was an Intel, then it was an Intel again, then I went to AMD, then Intel, and now I have 2 AMD things. It's basically just price per performance. And even in the long run, it was usually like AMD was better, like because of core counts. Like, Intel was on the dual cores, and AMD was going 4 and 6. Of course, Intel was better, but then long run, AMD gained a lot of ground because the games and computers started utilizing 4 or more cores. And I was like, wow, these CPUs are getting better despite being worse back then. Simple fact, because they were looking out front, and I think that's why AMD just like, yeah, fuck you, we're going cores. Now it's a core race, and we're winning it by a long shot. Okay, so this is in. Scratchy. Okay. So these screws are gonna go where? No. I'm just gonna put them together. Actually, are they supposed to be here? Which doesn't matter. These are so specific that literally doesn't matter. But I'm rather gonna leave them on the side for now. Also, cannot forget the IO shield. The audio is on the bottom, right? Correct. Cool, beautiful. Ow, my back. Boy, this is gonna be a long day. It's already 2 in the afternoon and I haven't worked jack shit. Nice. Where did I put the cables that I just grabbed before? Oh, here we go. So So should I use the straight one or the angled one? But seeing as how it is goes, I think it's gonna be better to use the angled one. There we go. I think you gotta put in the motherboard. This one no, because I literally have nowhere to plug it in, and I kind of need my PC. Like when this is gonna be done, I'm gonna just straight up put it to the side, and that's it. Because if I did, I'll waste the entire day, and I don't have that much time, to be completely honest. I'm already wasting time by doing this, but I really wanted to do this. I'm like the impatient person for making these things. If I was patient, I would leave this for like 2 weeks and just build it at the office that I am going to get. But no, I want this now. Mic set it further. But I think it's gonna be fine. But if it's not, it's basically everything is done already. Like, wait. Huh. There's I wonder, did they really skimp out on one screw? There are 3 screws here, like the back and front. They're like oh shit, they actually did. They're like the thing that dangle from the case, and then they're just like 1 dozen. Holy shit. Wait, is this real? How the fuck am I gonna open this? UPS units? UPS units. What do you mean UPS units? What are those? Universal Postal Service? Or PSU? Or what do you mean UPS? How the fuck do you open this? This is a legit question. No. 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 Oh, no. No UPSs. No UPSs. Yet. Wait. How the fuck do you open the front side of the case? Or second. Let's lift this up. Oh, there's a screw on the inside. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't have those. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It just took me some time to figure it out. Yeah, I don't have a UPS. Mostly because I can't afford it. Like, I don't know where you're from, but here, Slovenia is a bit difficult to live in if you don't have money. Well, basically everywhere is. It's just technology like this, like getting a new computer like this, it's basically twice the price of the minimum pay that is mandatory here. And I'm in a certain position that I had a very good pay, air quotes, like really very good pay. It was livable, but it wasn't good. And UPSs can be very, very expensive. Even this computer is expensive, but it's something that I'm gonna make money with, so I'm risking basically everything with it. If I had more money, I would consider a UPS, but power outages these days here are not a thing. But if they were, I have backups scheduled to work like every so and so I don't lose that much stuff. Like, I think in the last year, I think we had like maybe 2 power outages, and they were like back within 5 minutes. Just like a thing that happens. So, and I'm gonna be working in a commercial building, so I think they have some UPS systems set up. I guarantee, but yeah. Okay, so now I'll screw the things here. So which one do I have to screw? Okay, got it. Cool. Flat screws, and I'm missing one already. Oh, found it. Okay, cool. Oh, my back. I understand why people need tables for this, but making this on that table would be actually possible, but yeah, let's not talk about semantics at this moment in time. Well, good finger positioning me. Okay. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to put it in the IO shield, and yeah, boy, the hardest part of everything.
This is why I usually do the GPU at the end, because it's easier, but with these case designs, no. It's mucho grande harder. How do case makers think about these? Oh wait a second. Actually, there is approach. There is approach. I can just use the flap for the top loading GPU and just open the floodgates. Oh boy! Good thing there's nothing on the floor besides everything and the floor. How in the world do you do this? That is a legitimate question, like how in the world do they do this? This is quite horrible. Like there's literally no space for this. I legitimately don't know how I've done this so many times. I legitimately don't know. Do you just jam it in? Nope. This is the hardest part. This is literally the hardest part. All I basically gotta do is get it close to where I want it. And also the GPU has to drop. Okay, it dropped. Okay, that was an issue. Oh, now it's in. Oh, cool. Oh, so it's basically the GPU that was an issue. Okay. I can live with that. My back. Oh, I'm gonna need to get a massage. Boy. Now, what are these things? Which screws? I'm guessing it's these. But let's see. No. Oh, now I get it. Oh, now it's fine. Now it's easy. Because there are some empty screw holes for which the motherboard just sits in. If this thing was magnetic, that would be fantastic. Let's see. I think it's literally just spinning in place. It feels too big. boy. Time for the small guns. Still not magnetic. But it's the correct size. Nope. I knew these were in the right size. They're way too big. I don't know what they're used for, to be completely honest. Oh, it's these. It's literally these. Let's put in the back pocket. Cool. Nice plastic jump. Beautiful. Yeah, these. Let's open another window because it's getting really, really hot. Sunlight. Great. There are 2 screws behind the motherboard. Behind the GPU. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, surprisingly, the GPU just came out. Well, that's a luxury I didn't expect. Bad part about this being all black is that literally everything is black. Like, I literally can't see. And I have two screw holes and 1 screw left, which means they gave not enough screws, or I used the wrong screws. And one of these things is worse than the other. But both are in such a stupid, inaccessible position. Ugh. My hands are too big. My hands are literally too big. Like, boy. I literally can hardly squeeze my hand into there. It's not even properly in. God, I forced it in. Oh no, the glass panel. Oh. Oh, it's not the glass panel, it's just a regular one. Okay, good. Okay, that is in, so I just need one more screw. It's starting to rain, so I have to close it back. And I think the last one is just gonna be a regular. Ah, boy. Not magnetic. At least not anymore. And this is the one that is like the most important support for the motherboard on the tray. Oh, how it just went in, how beautiful. But I literally, oh boy, my hand's too big. Thank you, Noctua. Holy shit. It's literally just enough space to screw this in. Granted, this thing's not leaving the case. This is here forever. I'm gonna sell the thing as is with everything in it. Oh boy. Oh boy. My back is killing me. Okay. Turn off the fleshy light. Well, I think the final video for the laser gun is already processed, so, or at least the first episode of the saga is processed thoroughly. Oh, it feels weird to use this GPU again. I'm gonna bolt the GPU down, despite basically not needing to, but just to make sure it doesn't go funny. Actually, just let's. Okay. Ah, there we go. And it's in. So this on the front I see is basically what holds the radiator mount, which is the thing I won't need. But now I do need the motherboard thingamajig. Oh, and of course there's a GPU in the way. Oh god. I thought this too. I was wrong. Ah. And now it's basically a 90-degree angle, for which I'll need my phone again. And when I was installing, I scratched the case. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I need to sit down for this. Oh, sitting down. Ooh, glorious. It don't hurt. And again, would have been better without a GPU. Fucking hell. Yes, microphone, are you okay? Microphone is okay? A-okay. Fucking hell. This is not good for my blood pressure. Oh boy. Woo. Got it. Okay. I need water or something to hydrate myself. Not enough, but will do. Wow, 5 people watch this. 4 people watch this. The entertainment value they're getting out of this. It's amazing. Oh, there's a USB-C port here. That's quaint. It's gonna come nice with the Wacom tablet that I'm gonna use with my home PC. Shit now. Oh, well. Oh. Yeah, that's not supposed to be that way. Yeah, I honestly don't get these back plates. Oh. I honestly don't get it. Like, how are these things supposed to be? Luckily, I'm not gonna use these ports. At least not the DVI or the HDMI, but maybe the USB-C one might come in handy, you know? I have to take out the motherboard. I don't want to do this. I don't want to take it out again. I honestly don't want to take it out again. But I gotta. Oh, glorious! My back doesn't hurt enough. thought this is gonna be an easy 2-hour stream. We're going 2.5 hours. I would so like to eat the fuck out of this thing, but I can't, so ah boy. One more. Oh, the worst one. And now I know why it's so stuck, because it literally couldn't find the hole. Which is not a problem usually. Also disconnect the SATA. Oh boy. Oh, it's spinning freely. That's great. Come on, SATA. How did I jam the fuck in? I was... Go eat the fuck somewhere else. Is there another one? Am I missing another one? Nope, it's literally that shit. It's literally the one screw that is fucking me over. I'm sweating while building a computer, like more than I went when I went to the gym last time. Literally sweating more. Cause this is nervous sweat. Oh. Will you go back to modding the gun after assembly is finished? Today, no, but yes, tomorrow. I will go back to that. Sorry, I didn't notice you typed out something because it's literally just a block of text with your color. Come on. Oh, there's one more. Fuck. Oh boy. It's so dark you literally can't see it. Move. You know what? Fuck the IO shield. We're going commando. Yeah, it's rainy. It's foggy, rainy, misty. It's to elaborate it better. In the last month, there was 1 hour of sunshine per day, if even that. Basically, I think it was documented as in 17 hours of sunshine in November here. So yeah, it's very, very bad weather. And also, I have a window here, and a window here on the ceiling. The one on the ceiling has a it has a cover on it, because otherwise the night light of the street lights at night would shine into my room orange, and I just have to have it permanently there. So if the weather is bad, I cannot have the window open, aka eternal darkness. So yeah, it gets a bit frustrating these days. God, it's so much easier now without the fucking IO shield. But my back still hurts like oblivion. There we go. Almost fucked up the screw, which is fine. Actually, let's screw in the fucked up one. See if it even will grab. If I should have it be back, the orange effect, it's like no, it's, well, I'll show you. This is my cover. It's literally sellotaped on. I literally cannot fix it. It's an old cut-up curtain that I repurposed for a smaller window. If it were for the streams, yeah, not a problem. I just can't fix it. And I have no idea how people lived here before me. Probably with a lot of orange in their life. A fun fact, at my parents' place, my room had one orange wall. Just because I liked orange. And it was a specific dirty orange. It wasn't like a bright one. It was like a dirty orange. I was really into TF2 at the time, 2007. And I just like, I want one color. It's gonna be, one color of the wall is gonna be orange. And I actually knew the RGB values of said color. But now I'm past that and I'm more into purple-ish, like the neon purple. Which is something I developed accidentally when I did all my backgrounds for my what is it called? Not stop motion. For my pixel art stuff, I just started using purple. Have I played Saints Row? Yes, I have played Saints Row. Haven't finished Saints Row because I started when it was on the Xbox, and I just couldn't do the controls, and so I effectively stopped. But it's an okay game. The universe heard you, so now you can have an orange room. Yeah, I got that right. But honestly, if I could, I would honestly paint a wall purple. And I kind of predicted that everything already went into pastels, but it's like kind of the in-between colors, like it's like an off shade of whatever color you're doing. And I was like, okay, it's gonna come onto a stronger neon and then neon pastels. And wouldn't you know it? It happened. In 2 years, everything is pastel, bright neon, and even my logo. Oh fuck! Phone fell into the case. My logo is that is not revealed yet. Has a deep purple color. It's slightly pastel, slightly off dirty or bright purple, but well, I'll show it. You'll see it. My first one was SR3, but I consider SR2 an absolute superior game if I've played it before. The original one was literally a GTA clone, if I remember. The second one was whatchamacallit. It was just a better game, I guess. And then the third one was let's go batshit crazy. And then the fourth one, and Bat Out of Hell and whatever, it lost its touch because THQ fucked. And then Visceral got fucked. And everything got fucked. Or Volition. There will be an update. Ooh, that could be good. With the whole popularity of re-releases, updates, and so on and so forth. Yeah, why not? I mean, people will buy it. Yeah, I messed up. It's like Volition, Visceral, yeah. But Volition, I think, is gone as a studio. Much like Visceral. Because I think Visceral got closed after THQ was like, yeah, you're not doing this. Or was that Visceral with EA? It's one or the other. I forgot. There's just so many good studios getting closed down. It's I honestly lost track and care to a certain point because I can't even play that as many games as there are on the market. Where did I put the two screws? Like, oh, they fell off the box. Why did I put them on the floor? Yeah. I really actually enjoyed that space. I think I just downloaded on a whim. Of course, pirated. It's the first horror game that I played that I actually enjoyed because it was like action based and it got me into more horror games that are like have an action focus or story focus and not just to scare the shit out of you. So yeah. And then I played like this year, like half a year ago, I played Resident Evil 4. And after that I think I played 2. Or I played 2 and then 4. And years before that I played 5 and I'm like, yeah, I understand where they got the inspiration from Resident Evil 4 for Dead Space. Also, Resident Evil 4, yeah 4, the one with Leon, that was a, holy shit, it got like Dead Space, it had Assassin's Creed, take stuff from it, it was just a mishmash of wonderful. They said Dead Space 3 was a bad game, but I played it in co-op as I think it was intended. It was fun. I don't think 5 is I think 4 is a classic, because it introduced a lot of the non-horror bullshit. 5 is literally action-oriented in Africa, which was like racist shit that people scream, but no, it's just like, what do you expect in Africa? Like, mostly white people, Asians. I'm generalizing, but basically I don't see it as racist. It's like it's in the middle of fucking Africa. But yeah, I actually enjoyed 5 a lot. Okay, this is done. Um, where is it? Where is it? Of course, now I'm not gonna find it. The IO shield is not going inside. No, it's not going inside. Fuck this. It looks great without it. It's a it's a push system, so it's gonna go out regardless. Probably. I enjoyed Dead Space 1 a lot. 2, it's like Dead Space 1 had a really, really fucking good early game, and the later part of the game just like became boring. But 2, the early parts were horrible. The later parts of the games were fantastic, like fantastic. But 3, it was just like it probably wants you to play co-op, but I played it single player. It was hard at places, but I still enjoyed it. I just didn't finish. It was just like a bit of too much mishmash of everything, to be honest. Like that's when the crafting and everything got into most games, and I just didn't like the crafting. I literally couldn't understand how the crafting works times. Okay. Let's put Windows in the drawer. I don't need it here. Alright. So, power supply. Okay. Oh, sit down. Yes, thank you. Oh, my back. But thanks for reminding me. I should play Dead Space 3 on co-op. Also, Resident Evil 5, even 6. I had to play 6 and 7, and I heard 7 is supposed to be fantastic. But I love the reboot of 2. I haven't played it, the original one, but god damn, the reboot is fantastic. But the game does suffer a bit in the end stages. But it's still a fantastic game. It is still a fantastic game. How do we open this? Oh, it's this kind of box. Important information. Let's see what it says, regardless. What's the warranty on this shit? It's literally in 4 languages, or 5 of just kanji. French, Russian, Spanish, Italian? No, that's Spanish, that's Italian. Put the trash with you. Warranty, 7 years. Well, that's swanky. That's what's really remind me of Lost Planet 2 with its glowy critical areas and enemies. Yes. That is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I liked Lost Planet, but I just played the first one. But I quickly stopped. It wasn't for me. But granted, it was when I pirated it and I was like, I don't know, a kid? High school still? This is some good quality plastic. Oh, mints for later. Actually, no. Goes in the plastics. something about this power supply. I had two power supplies to choose from. Or more, but it doesn't matter. But I chose this one because it was cheaper and partially modular. It doesn't have like literally everything because I don't need literally everything, but I was almost prepared to spend more money just for the newer design. And I just told myself like I honestly don't need it. I'm gonna have one GPU most. If I'm gonna need more, I'll buy more and I'll just like sell this. Yeah, no it doesn't. It's like semi-bubble wrap. Yeah, there's no bubble wrap. Shit. I'm gonna be stressed out. More than I am. Yeah, this thing has 7 years? I chose wisely. Unless 7 years is the standard Corsair warranty, so I just could have gotten something else, but if needed be, I'll have the money next month. Because right now I'm basically gonna be on the dry side. Okay, so you couldn't have joined this into one cable. Like this goes into one thing, comes out of one hole. It's literally in one hole. You couldn't make this into one cable. Really, Corsair? Really? This is the motherboard power, is it? Boy, ouch. Yes, it is. Ouch. Boy. So, I'll need that. I thought this was ID already, almost. Scratchy, scratchy. So, what is this? PCI type E54. Okay, no. PCI. Okay. Got the under my knees, like the bunching up on my sweatpants. Okay, so I'll need one of these. Actually, there's a lot of these. MOX. And more fan headers. Speaking of fan headers, I didn't plug in the... Please don't tell me... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh good. I thought the fan connectors for the case were underneath the motherboard. Oh boy. Yeah, well it is a Corsair. A TNX series. What that means, like DMX, TMX, WMX, VMX, whatever. Well, DMT, that's a different thing. They all have like pretty similar design. What is this? Oh, right. Where's the fan header? Okay, so let's plug in the 3-pin. No. The GPU is gonna have to go out. Fan underneath the board, like between the board and the case wall. Yes, but luckily they're braided behind the case. But still, I have to take out the GPU for the third or fourth time, because I'm stupid that way. Because literally all the connectors, the headers, are under the GPU, and I forget that every time. If we're talking about highlights for the channel, this is one of them. Like, oh, gotta take out the GPU again, GPU again, GPU again, like every 20 minutes. Ooh, boy. Luckily it's just 2 screws this time. I didn't do the vertical wall. It's down. Oh, fuck off. Okay. One here. Where's the other one? Oh, and this is another one. Okay, so let's get the other one. The cable organization here is fantastic, I will say that. It's legitimately beautiful. Okay, so where would they have another 3-pin? Phone. No, Raffaello! Oh. Yes, I connected that and I have the last one. So I have 3 fans altogether. Oh, it's gonna be up here. Oh boy. There we go. Fans connected. Now it's gonna have to stay this way because somehow I'm gonna have to use the like flip it in. Oh wait. While I'm here, I could connect literally everything else here. Make the cable managing pretty. Go, 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 go. Just go fucking in. Just, yes, thank you very much. You're a beautiful cable. Things go like this here. Okay. Oh. So I need the motherboard manual again. Where? Found it. Okie dokie. Hoopa. Safety information. Huh. BIOS. Huh. RGB header, what? Oh. So this actually, oh, I mean, it says it has RGB. I honestly didn't bother with it. And I don't very much care for that. So, so now it's going to be a bunch of okay, at least I know where one goes. Where's the blue one? Blue, 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 blue. Where's blue? Blue. The most horrifying of all. Guys, the cables are not long enough. Is this going to be a legit issue I'm going to have? That the cables are going to be just long enough. Bless me. I should really You center the camera onto me. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but I did it now. Oh boy. Now it's pretty. See, the cable that I'm pulling here, it has to literally bend 180 degrees. And it's gonna bend 180 degrees plus an 180 into the other, so basically it's doing like a weird ass 720. Why can't all cables be 90-degree angled? It's stupid. But yeah, it's in. It's beautiful. What else do we got? Okay, so this is this shit. Boy, okay. So what is this? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is this an internal HDMI? The fuck is this connector? I guess that's the RGB Aurora, whatever the fuck thing. It's a plug I've never seen, but I guess that explains the manual. Oh, so the RGB header is top. Wait, I gotta see if Interesting. Interesting. Oh, both of these GPU slots are ESAT, nice, blah 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 blah. Are PCI Express 2/3.0 16x slots. So there's not a 1 or a or 8 or whatever. Okay, that's good. Because in the previous one I was lucky to put the GPU in the right position. Mm-hmm. Well, if I put the CPU in and the PSU in, I'm gonna have a lot more cabling, so I guess I better do everything for the motherboard first before tackling this stupid thing. Let this thing go fuck itself. So we have these. Panel F. Audio HD, okay. This is so weird, like, couldn't they make like a bit color coded to see what goes where. Because honestly, just looking at the manual, it's like, yeah, just put stuff in stuff. Oh, 13 is the audio connector. Basically, I just got 2 more cables. But where to put them? But if my guesswork is correct, there's only 2 places to put them. My guess is correct, and it's, oh boy, it's so tight. Come on, go in. Like, they thought about these things, like they literally thought about them, and they gave so much minimal clearance that it's actually impressive. And what are you? Corner piece. Oh, so you're a USB. Fucking hell. Oh, this is also so freakishly tight. It's like they thought about it. They thought really, really hard about it and how long they want to make the cables. Oh no, I put it on incorrectly. That's good. Not a problem. Totally not fucking up the cable. Nope. Nah, Nope, that's the wrong position, actually. Where is this supposed to go, even, to be honest? Oh, wait, no. Different hole. Oh, so at least now. Okay, so... Go in. Go in. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, basically that's how it is, how it looks. I'm still surprised that there are no additional cables for power LEDs and so on, because oh wait, is this just one thing? Oh, it's internal speaker. Oh, there's something. Because usually, like, the cases would come in with these, again, these little connectors, but separate. So have like the power, reset, LED, activity light, like bunched out, and now they're like joined in, which is good. But now there's a power LED area where there's nothing, a speaker, power reset, but I guess that's because it's all one button. And there's nothing else to connect. Hello. There's one more. But it's a fan. Boy, there's a lot of fan headers in these things. Like, a lot. What is the cleanest way? Where is the cleanest way to do this? Oh, actually it's there. Okay. And again, my little old fat fingers can't reach it. Beautiful. Oh, come on. So your freelance 3D modeling right? Yes, indeed it is. Currently, I am modeling, doing texture work for a company. But they're probably gonna have me for a long time if I do my first project okay. If not, I'll just do a lot of other projects. Oh, with a different company. I mean, I'm not opposed to streaming from the office. The problem is, it is a co-working office, which will have 5 people in it, and not everybody wants somebody to talk in the office. Um, Realistically, I would. Like, literally, if I just worked at the office, finished up work, and then started streaming, that would be the best for me, because when I come home, I would be like, yeah, now I'm free. I can literally do whatever I want. It would be a mental check. Like, oh, it's here at 7 o'clock or whatever, 8. I can literally play games for 4 hours until I have to go to bed or whatever. But that means I would have to duplicate the camera, additional headphones, microphone, which is another 300, 500 euro investment, because I don't want like just regular shit. But yes, I would gladly do that if I would be able to. The end goal somehow is to get like a office just for work, and streaming is from home, but work is not gonna replace streaming. It just might put it off for, let's say, a month, but just the amount. Now, because I kind of made a comeback with streaming, because I did a lot of stream before, basically went on break, and now I came back all refreshed and ready to go. Come on, come on. Got it. Ooh, back hurts. Oh, I thought that's personal space, like a room. Do you know the people you're sharing with? Well, currently, I just have an office looked at. I haven't seen the office. Like all the offices, all are mostly co-working spaces, which are around 180 euros per month in a space. I was offered 90 for another space, but it was minimal area. Like the work area was 125 centimeters, aka too small for the 2 monitors I have, and to be comfortable, I would have to get my own chairs and everything, and it's just too cramped. So I'm honestly looking for a space with people that has a low enough rent that is reasonable for the space, but the most important thing is the table and that it's in the city center. So I need like a 2-meter table, something to be like comfortable. Okay, here's the monitor, here's this, here's that. That I'm almost living in the office, because it basically will be my second home for most of the day. Now I have a lot of offices. Like there's another office that is like 200 euros a month, but that has it's in a co-working space. There's like a hacker space, which is great. The room is smaller, but it's for myself, and I would have to put somebody else in to justify the cost, but the internet is 300, so literally no stutters, downloads or anything, and uploads would be literally minutes instead of half an hour now. But the end goal is kind of to well, make an office for myself and just be a outsourcing company or something like it. So I would always bring in people. I would always have people in the office, and not really to stream in the office, but because I can't do alone. Like I don't want to be alone. It just drives me crazy. I always have to have people around me, just like, oh, let's go for a drink. Yeah, sure. Coffee, sure. Breakfast, lunch, whatever, just to motivate me. Because if I'm in the room alone, it's not that great. Which is the whole reason why I started streaming, because I was being alone all the time. And to just spew out my thoughts. but physical interaction is important and is the one thing I miss about freelancing. Like, it's just coworkers, people you meet for meetings or meetups every so and so, and basically just at home all the time. A flatmate, well, 3 flatmates. Um, but yeah, definitely like thinking about streaming from the office. Most likely not going to, sadly. Okay, so now what is left is the power supply, and then the GPU. And this is getting heavier, I noticed. Okay, you're standing on legs. Cool, that's good. Oh, brick. Brick, brick. Mm. Wait. I like that it's gonna be like turned the opposite way. Oh, yeah, the opposite way and not like this. So you can read the power supply that you have inside, which is. Come on, Corsair, you know everybody has an downwards exhaust these days. Can this go in from here? It better, or else I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, it's going. Good. Beautiful. Okie dokie. I love that there's no additional backplate to attach to the power supply, because the previous case, that was a Corsair case, had that, and I hated it because you had to mount it to the case and then a bracket on top of that, or it was just freaking weird. Like, it made no freaking sense. These are 2 screws? Wait, why do I have 4 screws? Oh well. On my knees. So let's get it. Turn around a bit. Try not to kill the mic. Or anything else for that matter. Me included. Oh boy. I'm still gonna take a break when I'm gonna finish building this, and then I'm gonna work all night long. Okay. Oh boy. If anything, I'm getting my exercise today just by bending. Oh, okay, see the holes. Caught it. Oh, beautiful. First try. We're nearing the end stretch. Like, end goal, whatever. Words difficult. Forgetting. Is there a hole here? I literally don't know. Yes, there is. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So what do you do now in other ways? You got me on the side. Are you actually watching me stream? Are you just, I don't know, at work? What's up with you? Three's gonna be fine. Can we get a fourth one in? Nope. At an angle, yeah, boy. That's how we do it. No, 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 no. Fucking hell. Fucking 3 screws it is. Oh, so we're still making the table. Wait, I found another screw. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, I forgot. Are you the one that is making the 1940s Inspire table or somebody else? He's had a few of these stocks already. I'm starting to forget a bit who's making what I'm trying to follow. Let's just put it here. If you got something, just show it. If you looking for input or just want to show off a bit. Cool. Out of one type of screws. Oh, okay, so it's not you. Okay. So there's a few people making tables. Okay, okay. Okay, so put this to. Oh, the clickiness, it's so tough. Okay, okay, okay. So the cabling stuff. Ah. This is my favorite part because this is basically the biggest cable there is, and it's the easiest air quotes to plug in. And the motherboard is flexing like crazy. Oh no. Oh boy, no, this is no good. But got it? A little bit more. I'm literally leaving nail marks on the inside of the case. So that's one bad thing about the case. This one, not even as close, like the original there, doesn't even get the nails as close, but this one is straight up scratching. Even just the plastic. That's a cool case. Sony Flamingo record player. That sounds familiar. Is the upright one? Yes, it's the upright one, exactly. Oh, I think we talked about that actually, like some time ago, or again was with somebody else that I had this conversation because it was specifically about record players. No, I think I had talked with somebody else actually at the office. Shit, man, it's all coming back. Okie dokie. So, this is the second last cable. We're actually getting there. It's actually gonna close up nicely. So this thing, oh, it's gonna go nicely here. Opa. Again, my fatty fingers. Come on, come on, come on. So now sanity check. Do we have everything? SATA! I mean, power for the drive. I can just flip this thing around. Oh no, don't tell me I have to do it differently. Because if I do, then that's... Yep. Why? It's the small things that get you. Huh. Got it. So now, again, small hands, bonus. And now the GPU. What has it got? 1 6-pin. Can I use one cable for 2 GPUs? Because that's how it looks like. I'm not gonna use 2 GPUs, it's just me wondering. This is it. out. It's getting heavy. Mike, you okay? Beautiful. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. It's beautiful. Okay, come on, 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 come on. Nice. We're actually closing the case. I'm scratching the case. Oh, no! What? How do... I do not comprehend the mechanism. Next case. Back. Oh, that's why I had those screws outside. It's for this shit. I think the screws are a bit small. But it's not moving. Yeah, this is not working out. Gonna get a better screw. Oh boy. what I'm complaining. I have like an entire box of screws here. I'm just gonna reuse one of the old ones. Because it's that much easier. Thumb screws, yeah. Now it's holding it in place. Where's the glass panel? Oh, here it is. Well, this is it. The whole inside is disgustingly dirty now. Because I got all my greasy hands all over it. But it's something I'm gonna clean later on. It would be nice if I didn't leave my phone inside also. So for the time being, I'm gonna leave the foil on. And why don't you want to sit down? Oh right, this goes in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. The thing is finished. It only took 3.5 hours. Boy, this took longer than expected. When I found the thermal goop. Oh boy. Anyway, this will conclude today's stream. This was interesting, if nothing else. Oh wait, I just spent this. Oh boy. Let's sit down. Let's put everything back to normal. Oh boy, yeah. Back to normal. Not to mention the amount of time it's gonna take me to clean this stuff, to clean the room. And yeah, it is like an aquarium, but so is the other case. Let's see. Well, so before I end this, I'm just gonna capture device. No, capture device. This. Oh. Turn back reference. It's just something I gotta do before the new stream starts, just to make sure. Well, it was fun. Thanks for stopping by. Another stream tomorrow. Well, maybe today if I really feel like it. We'll continue with the weapon, but if not, see you tomorrow. Take care. Have fun. Good day. Well, good night, but just have fun. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye. Where's the end button?